Hello everyone, Bruce here with Candlestick Trading for Maximum Profits. In this week's video I have some trading examples of some sent in by members. A few of these I've placed myself and others I've just been tracking in a watch list and watched really take off in price the first 3 weeks of February after exhibiting our patterns that we use in the course and at our criteria we use in the course, which is at support and resistance and also dynamic support and resistance. So let's move on to the first trade. I should tell you the market's been very strong, as you know, over the last 3 weeks, so all the trades in this week's video are long trades. There's no need to trade against the market. We want to stay with the market. That helps even the worst stock go up in price. So let's move on with our first stock. Okay, the first stock we're going to look at here is Brunswick Corporation, and we found this trade after exhibiting a bullish engulfing pattern on the 3rd of February. You can see that this happened, actually this trade pattern happened on dynamic support, which is, if you've been following us, dynamic support is support that follows the price up, and but also it happened at the end of a consolidation period that retested former point of resistance, which became support. And you can see here we had another engulfing pattern come down. We had a harami, all at this retesting this area here for support. Finally broke out as dynamic support crossed that point. We had a bullish engulfing at that closed at 2050. The trade was entered the next day, and we are now at 24.22 for a really nice profit. And let's move on to our next chart. Okay, we're moving on to Cedar Fair, stock symbol FUN, and we jumped into this trade after a bullish kicker appeared on dynamic support. You can see the kicker pattern right here. The trade was entered the next day and it broke out on 3 days afterwards, 2 days afterwards, excuse me, and the trade was entered at right around $18 a share, and it is now $19.97 a share, so that's over a 10% gain in just a matter of weeks. Not a bad trade. Let's move on to the next one here. The next chart we're moving to is Janus Capital Group, stock symbol JNS, and we entered a trade after a bullish engulfing pattern appeared on the 10th of February. We opened the trade on the open the next day at a little under 1340, about 1330. The stock has since gone up, closed yesterday at 1454, so not quite 10%, but for 9 days, not too bad. What happened here is, as I said before, this happened as dynamic support met a retest of support of a former breakout. You can see right here this consolidation area. We broke out, the stock price went up, came down, and we retested this support area here, and as dynamic support came up and met this horizontal support, it launched a new bullish engulf and another breakout that has continued and again closed at 1454. Okay, let's move on to our next chart. The next chart we're going to look at is a daily chart of Safeguard Scientifics, and we had a morning star pattern, you can see right here, and that appeared on the 1st of February. The stock was in an uptrend, rested a little bit after a nice rally, came back down to an area of dynamic support. The morning star bottomed exactly on dynamic support, and opening the trade the next day at just under 1720, we've been able to ride this up to the close yesterday of 1926, over $2 a share since the 1st of February. Excellent trade. We're in a chart of SolarWinds Incorporated, chart symbol SWI, and this is one of the nicest trades we've had this month. It was a long trade after a bullish kicker appeared on the February 4th, and you can see that the trade had a opened just a little bit above 19, so it would have bought it open after the kicker. We closed yesterday at 22.27 a share. That's really good profits for 15 days of trading. But anyway, this stock, after a nice rally you see here, came back down to rest on not only dynamic support, but also horizontal support here of this former low and this former breakout. Came back down to retest it, where dynamic support met the horizontal support. We see the price really take off. Let's move on to the next chart here. We are in a chart of WellCare Group, and maybe the nicest trade we've had so far this month. We had a morning star pattern appear on the 31st of January, and it appeared not only at a strong level of dynamic support, but it's again where dynamic support meets horizontal support. Actually didn't quite make it down to the horizontal support, but you can see the price did come down to retest this support area, and it let's see, it would have opened the next day here under $31, and we closed yesterday, Friday the 18th of February, at 38.45. What a great trade. That's about it for the stocks we're going to look at. Just a little note, when we look for patterns with our course, we do it with common sense. We don't just, these patterns can actually happen anywhere on a chart. It takes common sense to trade candlesticks. Candlesticks are very powerful, but you need to know where to trade them. You need to know where they're likely to actually tell the right story and give you the right signal. And that's what we do here at Candlestick Trading for maximum profits. I thank you for tuning in, and until my next video, good trades.